What's going on, guys? My name is PSRker, and today I'm back bringing you guys another TapX gameplay and commentary. Today, that gameplay that you guys will be watching in the background is Call of Duty Black Ops 2 93 Gunstreak with the AN-94 while playing some hardpoint on the map Express, and this gameplay was brought to us by TapXResi. Now, this is TapXResi's first upload to the channel, so I highly recommend that you guys go show him some love, check out his channel down below, and subscribe to him for some more awesome pub stomping gameplays. But anyway, while we enjoy this gameplay in the background, I'm going to be telling you guys a kind of scary story. So this happened about a month ago. We were out golfing, and the way the hole on golf was set up was it was the tee box, then it was like a small creek, and then it was the fairway. So it was me and my dad and my younger brother. Me and my dad both crushed the ball. We put it out in the fairway, and it's pretty awesome. My brother duffs the ball. It goes in the water. It kind of skips across the pond, and it goes in the bushes on the other bank of the pond. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go find that golf ball that way, because golf balls are like $2 a ball now, and it's really expensive. So you obviously don't want to be losing golf balls. So we go recover the golf ball, and we're looking through all like these bushes and weeds and stuff like that on the other side of the pond. My dad's like, hey, look over here, I see a snake's head. So I go over to observe the snake's head because I thought it would look pretty cool, and there was a small snake's head poking out of the leaves, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. And to give you guys an idea about how big this head was, it was probably the size of my index finger and my pinky put together. So if you guys were to do that right now and observe how big that was, like the width of that was probably as big as the snake's head was. So anyway, I'm like, alright, that's cool. And he's like, do you want to see more of it? I'm like, alright. So I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know if he was gonna grab the snake and show it to me. I didn't know if he was gonna kind of like move it around with his golf club. But whatever. So he takes his driver out of his golf bag. If you guys didn't know, driver is usually the biggest golf club that's in your bag. He takes out the driver, and all of a sudden he just whacks it over the head. And all of a sudden this huge anaconda looking thing just jumps out of the weeds and strikes him in the leg. So he drops the golf club. He's like screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, ah! First off, I don't know how there's a head that small on a snake and then it turns into like an anaconda. The anaconda looking thing was probably as big as my leg, or as most of you guys' leg. It's probably that thick. I kid you not. That thing was just huge. It looked like a snake straight out of the Amazon that could like strangle you and stuff like that. You guys have all seen the movies, but anyway, it freaked me out. So I didn't know what to do. My first reaction was to run away, but then I looked over and I realized that the snake was actually attached to his leg. It was actually biting into his leg, probably injecting like venom and poison and all this other bad type of stuff. So I pick up his driver off the ground. I just swing it like a baseball bat, and I knock the snake right off of his leg, and the snake goes in the pond, and it just doesn't come back. So anyway, he's bleeding, and it isn't like a really bad like gash type thing where he may need stitches or anything like that, and you can see bone. It wasn't like that, but it also wasn't a simple like injury, like maybe a scrape that you'll get if you fall off your bike or something like that. This was like, it was a decent sized like wound, I guess. So anyway, luckily we had a towel in his golf bag. You know, it's used to clean off clubs and stuff like that. So we wrapped the towel around his leg, and we head over to the emergency room. And in the emergency room, he walks up to the counter, and he's like, hi, may I please see a doctor? And they're like, oh, of course, why do you need to see a doctor today? He's like, oh, I got bit by a snake. And they're like, okay. And like, you know, they probably weren't taking him like that seriously, or weren't treating the situation with that much urgency, because I live in Vermont, and the biggest snakes we get around here are garter snakes. I could call them slithery snakes. They're small little worm-like snakes that just go around. They don't really bother much of anyone. Some of them are poisonous, but they don't have any teeth, so they can't bite you. So these people were not expecting, when he said bit by a snake, they were not expecting that like it was this huge anaconda looking thing. So at this point, my dad's kind of shaking a little bit. Reason being is because I think he might have thought that he was like had venom in him. At that point, we were unsure if he had venom in him, but he might have thought he had venom in him, and it's the placebo effect where if you think something's wrong with you, then you're gonna have that problem with you. So anyway, he starts like, he's shaking a little bit, and they're like, alright, let's get a doctor to take a look at that. So a doctor comes out into the emergency room. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be taking you into a room back over there. So he looks down at the huge bandage on my dad's leg, and he's like, the bite's not that big, is it? And he's like, it's pretty much the entire thing. So they're like, how big was that snake? He describes that it was the thickness of his leg and all this other like type of stuff about the snake. So before you know it, about 19 doctors are out on the emergency room floor getting ready to haul him away into the back room where they can like give him anti-venom and all this other type of stuff. So, you know, me and my brother just sat there. They did treat him like with anti-venom and stuff like that. At this point in time, I'm unsure if the snake was venomous or not, but all you guys need to take away from the story is that at this point he is okay and he's perfectly fine now. The worst thing that happened to him was really he got like a cut on his leg, which is pretty much healed at this point 1 month later. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the story, and if you did, remember to come subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/FPSarker. My link will be down in the description. And guys, I'm getting so close to 800 subscribers, so if you guys could help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. So also, I recently started up a Let's Play channel. I'm getting off the ground here very soon, so if you guys want to help me out with that channel and you guys enjoy Let's Plays, the link is youtube.com/FPSarker2. So anyway, guys, remember to go subscribe to TapXResi for this amazing gameplay, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.